Hi, my beautiful souls, and welcome to the Mindful Beauty and Wellness channel. I'm Lily, your energy healer, insightful guidance reader, and soulful skincare. So tonight we are going to tune into the powerful vibrations of the strawberry full moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius, it's the zodiac sign for truth telling, expansion, bold alignment with a higher consciousness and path. Sagittarius energy invites us to zoom out and break free from limiting belief systems or thoughts, and lean into the wild side, the dreams, with a lot of optimism. In this video, I'll be offering these intuitive readings for each of the four elements: earth, water, fire, and air. And I'm going to connect to the messages that Spirit has for us under this energy, under the full moon. So grab your journal, light a candle. Let's take a deep breath and see what the universe has to reveal for us. All right, let's begin. I'm going to start with the earth signs. Earth signs are my Capricorns, my Taurus, and my Virgos. So Sagittarians, and the season that we're in now, Gemini, opposite of Sag, is very mercurial, which is a lot of thoughts, creative thoughts, communications. And we have a lot of things going on in the world where it's changing so fast in a way that is asking for us to call upon, again, the breaking those limited beliefs. And that has a lot to do with the past. So I'm sure we're in the middle of breakthroughs with so many things that are going down and breaking down, especially here in the United States. I'm not going to get into it. I want to send a prayer to everyone who's being affected by these harsh, inhumane changes. But let's get back to the earth signs. I'm talking Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgos. You're very close to achieving your goals, your loved ones, and you are safe and expect powerful changes. So I was just talking about changes and very powerful ones that are among us, upon us. A lot of the astrological things that are happening, or celestial transits that are happening, is Jupiter is gone into Cancer, where it's exalted, and it likes to be in Cancer because it's there for the next, I believe, year. And Cancer is about the home and security, and Jupiter is the planet of abundance and expansion. So this could be a time where earth signs are, and all of us are feeling this under this Sagittarius moon, but we're dealing with the earth element now, that you could be dealing with changes in where you want to live, where you and your family might want to live, or just creating a more stable area of, I feel like home is a big thing. Let's see what's going on with the earth signs. My Taurus, Virgos, and Capricorns. And this is for the month of June. So I like this. Again, we are talking here, taking baby steps and having patience with your emotions. That's the other thing. This moon is very close to the earth. It's the lowest it's been or will be. We won't have a moon, this full moon, be so close to the earth again until 2043. So that is a lot of emotional charge. And so with the Page of Cups, there is the beginnings of taking, I feel like, baby steps of every time you feel like you're going to get emotionally charged, maybe even the Taurus, like the bull, that you just go into like, okay, how can I change the narrative, thoughts in my mind, for me to end this pattern of thinking now? Like, what are the small steps that I can take to stop myself from continuing to think this way or feel this way? Because we have a lot of cups here. I do believe that there will be, with the patience and the steps that you're taking, a wish fulfillment here, because I do see also the Nine of Cups came up for you guys, and death and rebirth. So, you know, that talks about ending a thought pattern, a negative thing. I'm going to get a little bit more information on this death and rebirth card, which is a huge transformation in Scorpio. Seven of Pentacles, work. So whatever you guys are going through now, in as far as finances, creating finances, or stability in your finances, which is where I feel this reading is going, and the energy with my earth sign is taking baby steps, small steps, when you feel like you might lose your emotional control and say things that you can't undo, to put a hard stop to it and think of something in place of that can help you grow from the situation financially and in resources. I see Justice and I see Four of Wands and the Hierophant. So that speaks a lot to structures, old structures that that have been written, and the foundation, the Four of Wands. You know, it's asking you to bring stability. Like, what are you seeking that you know you're so close to bringing stability into your life, into your daily life? You know, as far as the Justice card, I feel like justice will be served in due process. That's just how it came up. Especially with, I get Capricorn very strong and Taurus here, how your patience is going to pay off when it comes to anything judicial like you're dealing with, and creating something solid, even if it means that, you know, you're ready to break something down, but also to committing to this new structure based upon what hasn't been working for you, or even what does work, but also just like keeping what works and adding in this new element of no more negativity, no more negative self-talk. This is a lot about my earth signs getting to a place where that you're so close. It feels very, very close to getting a fulfillment in your stability, in whether it be your finances or your home. I don't even see relationship here. This with the earth element has a lot to do with finances and your home life, stability in a home, buying a new home, or the foundation that you've created, like making the changes that you've always, like, just for an example, like you own a house and you've been wanting to make, you know, renovations for years, and this is it. This is the time where you stop procrastinating and stop, you know, saying that you're going to do it, and you actually take the first baby step in creating either the resources or the finances, or the, you know, refinance the house or get another loan. It just definitely feels like my earth signs are dealing with stability, and you're like at the precipice, like that one more thing that you need to do before you actually get your wish fulfillment when it comes to financial stability or home. Last messages for my earth signs, my Taurus, Virgos, and Capricorns. Last message. What do they need to know for the energy of this full moon? Also, I'm going to timestamp below, so you can just go straight to the element, or you can hang out and watch the whole thing. You got it again. So, wow. 4, 4, 4. This is all about stability. This is all about foundation. Firm foundation. The number 4. You got it here. The 4. Wow. authority. 4, this is a person like the Hierophant that is of authoritarian, the structures, and then also rest and rejuvenate. So you're gonna get some sort of stability when you get to being very clear. Take the time to rest. I know a lot of us don't feel like we have time to rest because so much is going on. The things are changing so fast and not in the best direction. It's very confusing, very disheartening, but also it is the time to make the move to secure what you need for the next 4 years, 4 decade. I don't know, but 444 came up for you. I haven't seen that in a while when I shuffle the cards, but this is a very strong message for my earth signs to, again, the Page of Cups. That's another like small offering or emotional token to take care of yourself. Do little things that, you know, you're really present in that moment and you're grateful for that moment of doing it, so that that momentum continues and you will have your foundation, your home or your finances in order. And I feel like you're going to get some really good news when it comes to what's next with a career opportunity or an offering. All right, so that was my earth signs. I'm going to now move on to my water signs. My water signs are my Cancers, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. I was like, wait, what are my water signs? My Cancers, my, sorry, I just need to refocus. So, moving on to water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. What are the energies for this strawberry full moon in Sagittarius that's asking us to live large, live boldly, optimistically? Here we go. What do you need to release? Water signs. Step out of your comfort zone. I peeked. I saw prosperity lies ahead, so I'm going to take it. And one more. It's a win-win outcome. I love it, Scorpios. I said Scorpios, but Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So my water signs, I like this. I like this energy. I like it a lot. Let's see. Let's dig in a little further. I'm getting with my water signs that the minute you step out of your comfort zone, that well, it says it all here. What do you need to release in order for you to get out of your comfort zone? Like, what's holding you back from showing your true self, your authentic self, or, you know, stopping you from, you know, getting the money, getting the job, getting the relationship? Because when you figure that out, you get what you desire. A win-win outcome is forecasted. So let's see. Let's take this further for my Cancers, my Scorpios, and my Pisceans. What is the energy for this full moon in Sagittarius for you guys? The 10 of Cups, really? The 3 of Wands, some travel. Oh. And one more. Oh, wow. I shuffled a lot. Okay, so you got the 10 of Cups, the 3 of Wands, the 8 of Cups, the King of Wands, Tower, and the 9 of Cups. So something that you do not expect is going to come apart. And what you don't see is that it's a blessing in disguise. That whatever that, you know, you broke up with, or you ended, or it ended you, it just I think completely was clipped, it feels like, because I got the Eight of Cups, that it comes with a new beginning with a lot of energy. It frees up your energy, it frees up your space, your time, and you start getting into what your reasons are, what makes you really happy. There's something about my water signs that I feel like they have been through some shit with either the legal system here or traveling or something, that they're just like, okay, ja, no more. No more of this. No, I've experienced this to the max. My cup is full, and now I am starting a new chapter. 10 of Cups is completion, but it's a completion with a true fulfillment inside. This could be a person who is experiencing true self-love, like after a heartbreak, but it wasn't just any kind of heartbreak. It was something that was so disappointing and so hurtful and so like it floored you that it forced you to have to go away, find peace in silence. Like you literally had to travel, walk away, shut everything down in order for you to regain the energy, find the love for yourself, the passion for you, the compassion for yourself, the care for yourself through this falling apart in order for you to get this fulfillment. I also get be careful. Ooh, be careful that you don't overdo it. Oh, you came out in your reading. The King of Cups with the Lovers underneath. Okay. Be careful that you don't overindulge, overdrink, overeat. I got that pretty strongly. And also, you know, balance. Just be aware of how to balance out this new you, because I feel like whatever happened within the last 6-7 months, and I say 6 because of the Six of Pentacles fell out, really taught you how to love yourself more than you ever have before. It might seem to some certain people selfish, but it's not at all. You feel like whole. I feel like you might even have had some sort of enlightenment where like it was a true aha moment for you to be like, I'm never going to put myself in a situation like that again. Like you got so burnt and you were down for so long that you are like, it's never gonna happen to me again after this. I'm good. And you've given yourself the love that you needed, and you do need to nurture yourself, nourish yourself. I think food was a big thing. I am definitely getting that something as far as like health made me just like wipe out your refrigerator and your cabinets and redo everything, you know, like put things in glass containers rather than plastics, you know, empty out anything. Like you did a really deep dive into cleaning house, especially my Cancers, because Cancer energy, especially now in with Jupiter being in Cancer, it is about the home and being nourished in the home, walking into your house and feeling like it's loving you, it's hugging you, it's supporting you, it's sacral, it's, you know, your sanctuary. It's you've created something within your home that makes you feel the love, and I love that. I love that, love that, love that. But it didn't come easy. It came after a Tower, it came after a Death card, it came out, you know, it happened in a way that it kind of was, it left you no choice. It's just like, I have no choice but to face the reality of, if I want to live this life this way, I have to clip this, and this has to be completely done, cut off, and not even a new chapter, a whole new book. Oh, I dropped my last message card. Let's see what it is. Hold on, guys. Oh my God. I got the Eight of Wands and the Seven of Cups. So, it's all about communication. I feel like pretty soon especially in July. I see you guys communicating more ideas, stepping into now. I feel like come July, I guess it's your birthday month season. Now you're gonna come out with what you've been like. You've been hermit, if you have been hermit, or if you've been doing all the work. July is your month to step out and show, the world your work, whether it be, within your career or relationship or new health. I feel like this is when you're ready to step out fresh, fresh and one more message for my water signs, my Cancer, Scorpio, and Harmony. So yeah, Six of Cups here. This is feelings of a pure love. If you feel like you've never had true self-love, this is the time that you're gonna find that within yourself first, because heal people, hurt people, we're more evolved and awakened. There's so much information now when it comes to doing spiritual work, meditation, visualization. There's no excuse now for you not to do this work. And I know for myself, I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart. I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart. I could smell it. I could feel it when somebody's not healed, or they're working through their healing, or they're, have done a lot of healing. I could feel it, I can see it, and I can energetically pick up where a person is in their healing journey. And I know for me, because I have been through a lot myself, which is why I like doing this work, meditation, guided meditations, Reiki healing, is because I can now share that healing with others, and hopefully, guide you guys to more self-love. And that is through practicing your Reiki and meditation and visualization work, and taking moments. I give a client of mine like 15 seconds every time you think a negative thought. You're thinking a negative thought. Pause and give yourself 15 seconds to just reword it, rethink it, rephrase it, and love it. Love yourself. Love the younger version of yourself. Forgive yourself for that. And just always stop and be like, nope, I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna try this new suit on and see how this feels, and work with this energy now. So those are my messages for my water signs, my Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. I love it. My Pisceans being one of the most intuitive zodiac signs. They really get deep into the feels of everything. My Cancers are more their spidey senses, and their little antennas that are always like, oh, what's going on over here, and my Scorpios that are fearless in diving into the deep, dark, shadowy sides of their energy to get to the healing. So yeah, those are my water sign messages. Now we're going to move on to my fire signs. My fire signs are my Aries, my Leos, and my Sagittarians. And this full moon, it's going to be affecting the cardinal signs as well, the Capricorns. But Sagittarians are very, optimistic, and Jupiter is their planet. So everything is like, sometimes it's a little too much, and we have to ground ourselves. And, we go out into the sky with all of our grandiose ideas, and they all seem pretty big and wonderful and beautiful, until we got to come down and start to organize these thoughts and ideas. And fire can burn some shit down fast. So let's see. My Aries, ruled by Mars, their fire energy being the first of the zodiac sign too, is like going for it, without that fear, just blindly going for things, and not foolishly, but like boldly. So Let's see what's going on for my fire signs, my Aries, Leos, and Sagittarians. My Aries, Leos, and Sagittarians. All right. This full moon in Sagittarius is bringing in June. Oh, something's happening in July. You're very close to achieving your goals. I'm shuffling. What do you need to release? Apparently everybody needs to release something. But this card says surrender to the divine. Love that. And it's time to take a breath out. So my fire signs, I feel like you guys are a little more digging deep spiritually. I think through spiritual practices, this will be a wonderful time to get more into manifestation goals and visualization work. Meditation is going to be great for my fire signs to have emotional intelligence and grounding that emotional stuff that comes up when you are ready to take bold actions towards your goals. I think this energy is saying, yeah, go for it, but do it tranquila, like smart and cool, and like, you know, like flowing, like water, you know, like bringing I feel like the fire signs are bringing in other elements in order for them to understand how to work their energy to get what they want, being optimistic, being, you know, aligned, releasing, you know, stuff. Let's see. Let's dig in a little bit further because my fire signs just got very, very spiritually deep. I think there's been a lot of spiritual awakenings, realizations, information downloads. It feels like my fire signs, instead of taking a lot of bold action towards these downloads, they're observing them from a distance and understanding that there's no need to make a move at this time. There's just a need to know what this situation is and act accordingly. So this is different. This is a different energy that I'm picking up from my fire signs. All right, let's dig in a little bit further. Let's see what else Spirit has to say for our fire signs. Let's see. The Queen of Wands. The Nine of Pentacles. Oh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. So, you got the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands. People, my fire signs, especially my Sagittarians, because this is your full moon. You guys have a whole new beginning. You have a whole new beginning. A new beginning in the way you communicate, the information that you receive and you give out. You have a new beginning in the way that you see love for yourself, love for others. You have an interesting perspective and I want to say direction on how you're going to go forward with all this new information, still being the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups. I feel like, and the Temperance card. The Temperance card is also a Sagittarian card. So this is an energy that definitely has been feeling through all of the elements and is working with all of the elements in a very almost magical way. After, and it feels like this is so well deserved. This feels very well deserved. This feels very rewarding. This feels like this is the time for my fire signs, Aries, Leos, and Sagittarius, is to truly shine and like authentically, like with all of this information that they've received in the past, to bring it forth in a way that's informative to others, sharing, caring for others. Like, this is the kind of shit that I went through in the last 10 years. Let me share this with you because I hope that what I'm about to tell you can save you from these mistakes or these instances, and that you can go on with your life and continue to have these experiences and explore new ways of communicating and loving, but through a different lens and a very sharing lens. So I also feel that my fire signs are about to be more in the public eye, more vocal about how they feel, what they know. I also feel like my fire signs are studying. They're putting their noses to books and philosophies. And if, you have an interest in taking up a new language or a new study of whatever you've always wanted to do when you were 20 or 30 and you didn't do because life kept lifing and you had all these other reasons why you couldn't get to doing that thing you always wanted to do, this is your time. And this is the time that I think that it feels like this is not a temporary time. This is like whatever efforts you put into now that's coming from a place of true self-love is going to last forever. This is not a one sign up gig and then maybe you go, maybe you don't know. This is like I've signed up and I'm in it to win it until the wheels fall off, kind of a thing. So I feel so proud for and happy. I got really excited for my fire signs just now because it feels so well deserved. I feel like my fire signs have been dealing with a lot of shit and have endured a lot of shit, and they're just like, I've had enough. I owe no one nothing, and I'm gonna do everything that I can in the timing that I can do it, with all good intentions, with clear communication and if you're not there yet, you will feel this energy. You will feel like I'm going to do my best to tap into universal messages. I'm going to listen to God. I'm going to listen to my higher self. I'm going to take that information that I'm getting from my gut and I'm going to align to that information, and I'm going to love this now. And I'm not saying life's going to be perfect and everything's going to be great. No, because obviously that's not it. And life is completely upside down. Like, I'm just going to say it. This administration is fucked up. We have a lot of people hurting. We're seeing a lot of disgusting behaviors. So it's interesting for me to say this in a reading, but the reality of what's going on in the world is really, really harsh. But all that to say is that all of this stuff was meant to happen. Every hurt that we've gone through is an opportunity for us to grow. And yes, this is not nice. This is not cool. This is not good. It's just not, it's not okay. And on any level, is anything that's happening in this country is fucking okay right now. But we have to live. We have to find a way. And I think my fire signs are saying, I'm willing to find love in this situation. I'm willing to figure out what I can do to really get into divine connection. Surrender to the divine, which is the first card. You're closer to achieving your goals. What do you need to release to get there? This is a very important time to take nothing for granted, not 1 second for granted, and speak up for yourself in a peaceful, try as much as you can manner. Again, I love this card, the Ace of Swords, and the way that this seashell here, this is the universe alignment, there's perfection here, there's numbers in the world, that everything is connected. You know, a heart energy is what we really need to get into. We really need to dive into our hearts. As difficult as this is, the only way we're going to get somewhere where we can feel like, okay, is through love. Cup, the queen of cups, the ace of cups. This is a woman. Oh, this is an energy. I don't read gender. I read energies, male or female. That is about love. That is about to pour out love for herself, love, you know, for yourself, and love then will be energetically connected to her or him. You know, this is something that is very rooted in the self. So I'm gonna do final messages for my fire signs. It was a really good read. I got great energy from it. I'm super excited, and everyone will feel this energy, this full moon in Sagittarius. Also, Saturn is in Aries, which is, you know, the disciplinary of the planets that say, you know, you can't get away with shit. There are no shortcuts. In Aries, it's saying, let's get it down, let's get it organized, let's do this, where are the solutions, how can we fix this, let's do that. And Saturn's not going to let you take a shortcut. It's not going to let you get away with shit. So whatever you think you're going to get away with, the universe is definitely, this is a time where it's just like, nope, not today, baby. So Harmony fell. That's the Six of Cups. Let's see what else. What are the final messages for my fire signs? My Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sag. Awareness. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Awareness is big. I think that once you become self-aware, you will definitely stop and pause through the deception and envy. There's definitely you guys know, you fire signs know who's with you and who's not. You guys intuitively know. You could feel it, you could smell it, you could see it, you could, like, the pheromone, it's like, you know. It's like, if there's someone deceptive around you, it's going to become very, very clear. And you will have victory and success if you continue to stand your ground and have patience. Have patience, my fire signs. Have patience, please. I know this is not easy, but please have patience with yourself, because that awareness is everything. Once you're aware of the feeling, when you walk into the room, when you're in that meeting, when you're talking to that person, it changes everything. And you don't want to compromise your peace and the love that you have for yourself, and you do not need to. So victory is yours, success is yours, harmony is yours, and I'm wishing you guys all the best. Man, that was good. That was my fire signs. All right, now the last element that I'm going to be working on right now, I'm receiving messages for, is my air signs. My air signs are my Gemini, my Libras, and my Aquarians. My Geminis, my Libras, and my, woo, I gotta chill. It's right there. Thank you, Spirit. All right, let's go. Gemini. Happy birthday, Geminis, my opposites. I love you guys. I love you, Geminis, man. Libras and Aquarians. All right. Be bold, make the first move. I could see that for my Geminis. Hold your vision. Don't let the past hold you back. And you are good enough. So, my Geminis, my Libras, and my Aquarians. All right, so I'm picking up my air signs are dealing with your worth. You are good enough. Don't let the past hold you back. Hold on to your vision, be bold, and make the first move. This read right now is really hitting like your worth, your value, your worth, what you bring to the table in work, relationships, family, all of it. I'm hearing, that there's conversations going on within yourself, asking, what is my worth, what is my value, what do I bring to the table, am I good enough to have this particular relationship, project, home, what can I, what do I really bring to the table here? And you got the Knight of Cups. What do I really bring? Am I good enough? I keep getting it. Don't let the past hold you back. Seven of Pentacles. Let's see what else comes up from my air signs, my Geminis, my Libras, and my Aquarians. I get a lot of past stuff here. The Seven of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. I like that. The Six of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. Okay, so you're confusing yourself. Stop confusing yourself. Stop confusing yourself. And I cut that the Libra back and forth, the scales like back to like the mind is like, woo. Pause. Please pause. Press the pause button. Rest. Take some time to rest because your mental paddleball. What's that game? Ping pong. It's great for preventing Alzheimer's. It keeps the brain active, right? It's back and forth. You Geminis are like that, and you air signs are like that in general. Like the thought processes that you guys put yourself through can hurt almost. It's hurting me right now, guys. Four of Swords, Five of Swords, Nine of Swords. Like, can you give yourself a mental break? Looks like if you guys don't, I feel like a migraine headache or something, like some sort of headache is going to, come about. But I think that also the good news here with air signs is that you got two sixes here, and they're the two good sixes, the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. All the sixes are great, I think. It balances everything out, emotionally. You guys are trying to decipher and decide who gets what from me. How much do they get from me? How much time do I give this person? How much time do I give this work, to this project, to this relationship? I see an air sign who is literally in front of their computer organizing their day in a way of, I need to put myself into the schedule of a break, because you got meetings back to back, because you got, all of these projects and events, and I mean the list goes on, and there's no space for you, which brings over the overthinking, the mental conflict, the Nine of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Seven of Cups, the confusion, the too many options, and the Seven of Cups is not a bad card to me, but it just is like, now, I asked for it, kind of a thing. Now I got it. I wanted this situation, and now I got 5 situations. I wanted this, apartment. Now I have 5, offerings. I wanted to, this job. Now I got 25 jobs. I wanted this guy, and now I got 5 guys. Now, something like that. Something like that is going on with my air signs. That is just like, I was hoping I could get, this to happen, and now all of these things are happening to me at once, like when it rains it pours kind of thing. But it's not negative. It doesn't feel negative. It feels self-inflicting, because you want to do them all. You want to do all of it now, and this energy is asking that you can get it done. I do see a lot of success with my air signs. I do see a lot of success, and not just with work, but I think personally, like, you can check off like the self-care list, like and that sounds crazy, check off your self-care list, but more so like, because you fit it in your schedule, because you put time in there, you are able to then attend to all the other things, the tasks, the list of things to do. And you like it. You know, my air signs like to have projects to work on. You know, sometimes you like it so much that you take on too many projects and then you get overwhelmed by them, and then you got to pull yourself out. And you don't want to pull yourself out because you don't want to hurt anybody. You don't want to make anybody feel like you can't, you know, they can't count on you. They can't trust you, or they can't, you know, look forward to you being, you know, a big part of whatever project or contributing in a way that they had hoped. So I would say to you, air signs, that you have a lot of opportunities, and I think it's wonderful and it's great. And if you don't have them, they are coming. They're definitely coming within the next couple of months. July and August. August might be your break time, but June and July right now, you guys are busy. You guys are busy. And so, you know, take the opportunity. It's just like, you know, go while the water's running type of thing. Grab the opportunities, but do it in a way that is you can manage, that doesn't feel overwhelming to you, and it doesn't feel pressured. It feels like fun. It feels like, yes, I'm getting what I asked for. I love this experience. I want more of this experience, and you're gonna get it. But just make sure that you don't, you know, get overburdened by all the excitement. I see you guys going, you know, if you do anything in social media or broadcasting or journaling or public speaking, I do feel my air signs will definitely, and if you're in legal system, I feel like you guys are going to have some victory over a lot of what's in question. If you're in politics, if you're, fighting for rights and things like that, I do feel like you're going to want to take it all on, and you're going to want to save the world kind of a thing. And God bless you, because we need more people like you. But it has to be managed. It has to be organized. It has to be so that you're not completely depleted and you can't get up the next day because you gave 24 hours. You know what I mean? Like, we need you to be consistent every single day, doing a little at a time, so that way you continue to gain the momentum, holding on to the momentum, and riding with that momentum. Okay, final messages for my air signs. I also see the complete opposite. Wow. That if you don't find some sort of downtime, flatlining, you're just going to be in bed, you're going to be out, you're going to, feels like, let's see, what are the, let me just keep this positive and moving. And what are the final messages for my air signs? If you don't meditate and do any type of breath work, book a session with me. I will breathe with you. I will help you breathe. Just take some deep breaths, do some visualization work. I love doing guided meditation with my clients. I love giving tips to help them, ease anxiety. Reiki is amazing. I am offering Reiki sessions, distant Reiki, also virtual Reiki. I know it's not the same, but Reiki energy is amazing. It definitely is for helping to ease and calm the nervous system, and it can be done anywhere. That's the beauty of Reiki. Balancing the chakras, chakra visualization work I love to do. And I tell you this because if I didn't do it for myself, I don't know how I would be here today to talk about it. Okay, moving on. 4 and truth. Yep. And rewards and recognition. Stay positive. Stay in the light. You will be, somebody's moving, somebody's traveling, somebody. Of course, somebody's moving, somebody's traveling. But I just got something really quick with, a lot of recognition and rewards. So that means there's a lot of traveling because of it, because you're being recognized for your work. You're getting more opportunities. You're needed. You know, this energy, you know, if there's a mission that is the purpose to help others, and that's what the communication is about, you know, out in the public, it feels like you will get very you'll be getting a lot of awards. You know, stay truthful, stay authentic. We know today everything comes to light. It doesn't matter how long it takes, everything comes to light. So be careful with how you know, communicate. And if you're not kind, just shut up. Just don't say anything. Just, we need more kind people in the world. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything. Just leave. If it's not for you, walk away. You know what I mean? Like, yes, it's that simple. You know what I mean? If you're hanging out somewhere that you don't want to be, it's because you like drama. You just like it, and then that's where you should stay. And then, you know, you'll find your people. But for this energy that I'm picking up on, I feel like you could do a lot of good things with the ability to communicate. And it feels like my air signs are going to be communicating. And even if it's not like, you know, big, you know, all over television, social media, and it's just within your own community, I feel like whatever it is that you're wanting to communicate is very powerful and can change a lot of lives, because it's something that you it's very close to your heart. So you have a new beginning. The Wheel of Fortune is here with communicating, and also projects, something about standing up for other people, you know. And I see that a lot with my air signs. I have a lot of air clients, and they are always, and most of us are, but most of my clients, their job is helping other people. That's what that's the field of work that they're in. So I love that. All right, guys, I hope these messages were helpful. I am going to be back to do another video soon with energy. I'm thinking more skincare stuff, because I am also a licensed esthetician, and I have concierge services here in Miami. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy this full moon. It is pretty yummy in Sagittarius, because they're naturally, you know, the optimistic sign of, you know, zodiac sign. So I feel like even though there's a lot of shit coming to the surface that is ugly, it is all purposeful. It is supposed to happen, and we are here to grow through it, because it's gonna take about 2 years of a lot of crazy shit, but by the time 2027, we're gonna be feeling better, and those of us who are doing the healing work are gonna be so good. I really, really, truly believe that. So, you know, stay blessed, stay grateful, find time to be in gratitude. I do it every single day, different ways. You know, I'm always, no matter what activity I'm doing, I find a moment to just be grateful for it. The most important time that I do it is in the shower. There's something about my showers that are just not cleansing the body, but it's truly cleansing my spirit, where I feel like I know I will never be this age again. I will never look like this again. The minute I step out of the shower, you know, this is my body now. This is what I'm so grateful for it. And that type of gratitude, I feel, keeps my heart light. And I hope that, you know, sharing this information with you helps you guys do the same. And many more blessings until the next one. Peace out.